Narration: The story of Ashabul Kahfi. In a city where people worshipped statues made of stone and wood, there lived a group of young men who believed in only one God, Allah. They were troubled by the idol worship around them and chose to worship Allah in secret to avoid persecution. As their belief in Allah became known, the king and the people of the city threatened them with punishment unless they abandoned their faith and worshipped idols. Fearing for their safety and steadfast in their belief in Allah, these young men sought refuge in a cave located in the mountains near the city. They hoped to worship Allah in peace away from those who opposed them. Inside the cave, far away from the city and its people, the young men gathered and prayed sincerely to Allah. They sought His guidance, protection, and mercy, knowing that only Allah could shield them from harm and preserve their faith.
In response to their prayers, Allah caused the young men to fall into a deep sleep inside the cave. He put them in a state of suspended animation, protecting them from the outside world and its dangers. While they slept, Allah ensured they did not age or suffer from hunger. Years passed by unnoticed as the young men slept peacefully in the cave. Outside, the city and its people changed over time, forgetting about the young men and their faith. The story of these young men and their miraculous sleep became a legend among the people, passed down through generations. Over time, the legend of the young men in the cave grew, and people began to speculate about their number and their fate.
Some said there were 3 men, while others believed there were 5. The mystery of their number and their prolonged sleep puzzled many, and the story became a topic of debate among scholars and common people alike. By the will and mercy of Allah, the young men eventually woke up from their long sleep inside the cave. They opened their eyes to find themselves unharmed and unchanged, their faith in Allah still strong despite the passage of time. They realized that Allah had protected them and fulfilled His promise to keep them safe. One of the companions cautiously ventured out of the cave to the city to buy food and supplies for themselves and their companions. They carried silver coins to pay for the provisions, careful not to reveal their identity and the location of the cave to anyone in the city. As the companion interacted with the people in the city to buy food, they recognized him and were amazed to see him alive after so many years.
The people marveled at the miraculous preservation of the young men in the cave, realizing that Allah had protected them and kept them safe throughout their long sleep. Back in the cave with food and supplies, the companions reflected on their experience. They realized that their time in the cave had strengthened their faith in Allah and taught them valuable lessons about trust, perseverance, and the power of Allah's protection. They understood that Allah's mercy and guidance had enabled them to endure hardships and challenges with patience and steadfastness. And so, the story of Ashabul Kahfi remains a timeless reminder of faith, perseverance, and divine protection. It teaches us to trust in Allah during times of hardship and to remain steadfast in our beliefs, even when faced with adversity. The people marveled,